Hi folks, it's good to be able to address you from Hall Grange, our MHA home in Shirley in Croydon. And as you can tell from both the birdsong and the surroundings, I am in what's called the Wilderness Garden, which neighbours Hall Grange, and it's a huge development that we've been undertaking over the last year and a half, 2 years, to re-establish what was developed back in the 1800s and bring it into the present day. And it's an amazing place where we're going to be able to do green care with our residents, and also particularly with a focus on dementia. This is my first visit out to one of our homes since the outbreak of the virus. And this week we are marking 100 days since we put in place our Gold Command to manage and mitigate the risks in relation to the virus. But it's also 100 days since we closed our homes to non-essential visitors and then closed them to really everybody coming in. It's 100 days since we closed our retirement living settings, and 100 days since our Live at Home schemes had to move to delivering their services in such a different way, by telephone and by delivering food parcels, because we couldn't bring people together in their lunch clubs and other activities that we'd formerly done. That 100 days has been huge for everybody involved in this organisation. We have seen so much challenge, so much trauma, so much worry in terms of the loss of over 430 of our residents and members, and also the loss of 3 of our colleagues. But 100 days in, we are now seeing that the number of cases we have across the organisation has dropped to under 30. And also we are seeing that the number of outbreaks that we are still managing in terms of the number of days post the last case of COVID are also diminishing hugely. So we've taken the step that we're standing down our Gold Command now, and we are moving to a place where that's going to be managed on an ongoing basis by Dan and a team under what's called the COVID management team. It doesn't mean we're going to be any less vigilant. It doesn't mean we're clearly not concerned about the potential for a second wave. But what it does mean is we can step back because the prevalence is not so high across the organisation. The other thing I want to briefly talk to you about is the other impact that the virus has had upon us as an organisation, and that is in relation to our financial situation. And we are working as a team at the moment to pull together the measures and plans to increase the level of efficiency that we've got, so that we don't need to have too much impact in terms of the jobs across the organisation to make the savings that we need to. And we'll be sharing those with you over the next couple of weeks. We know that this is a time of anxiety for everybody. We know everybody is also coming out of a period of great challenge, and we're hugely sensitive to that, but we have to do the work to make sure that the organisation is sustainable for the future. Part of those efforts is actually we're launching a really big fundraising campaign to tackle loneliness and isolation, and we're actually going to be piloting our first TV advert in the Yorkshire area over the course of July for 4 weeks. It's a really good advert, and it really sets the context for the amazing work that MHA does, and hopefully it will bring in additional funds and resources to support the work that we're doing. As part of the campaign, we're also asking you to get involved, and you can go to www.mha.org.uk/give and look at that website in terms of ideas and ways that you can support it. And I know a number of you are already getting involved in fundraising activities to support your homes and schemes. I know somebody last week sent me photographs of where they had their head shaved, which was a very brave thing to do, and I don't know whether I'd be that brave. Somebody else is going to walk 1,000 miles to support their Live at Home scheme down in the southwest, which is just incredible. So we need to get behind this, people, to really move forward and continue the amazing work that we do. And if anybody out there has got links with corporate organisations and companies, please contact Nikhil Patel at nikhil.patel@mha.org.uk, and he will be able to support you in terms of reaching out to companies so that we can also bring in some income from them. So I hope that you are okay. I hope that you are coping. Please continue to explore the resources for well-being that we have on our website. We need to take care of ourselves. The future is uncertain. I wish with all my heart that I could say to you that this is over and that we are going to move forward. Our occupancy is starting to increase again, but this is going to be such a long journey, and obviously would be impacted if we had a further spike in the coronavirus. So please take care. please know that I and the leadership team and our board of trustees have you constantly in our thoughts, and take care of one another too. Thank you very much indeed.